That's my song for my record.
It's 2:45.
Oh, It's Me came out in 2018. I got a new record finished, but you gotta wait forever to put shit out now because of the fucking content nightmare that is the world. So welcome to the show. Thanks for hanging in there for that little bit of trouble that we aren't even going to mention, and we're going to pretend didn't happen because fake it till you make it is the American way. Fake it until you're dead, I think, should be the slogan, because no one ever stops faking it. It's hot. Fuck. I'm having a horrible day. I mean, I didn't even really have a day. I was really just I've been awake for about a half an hour. I tried to have a day. I wrote the Advice King column, which is in my famous column. Look at this as a plug too. In the Nashville Scene, it came out today. It's this week was if Barb is in the chat, I'd like to thank her. She sends me great questions. She asked if she should go to a nuclear bunker, like a silo. Like, I guess people are repurposing old nuclear silos, like missile silos, to be luxury bunkers, and they have climbing gyms in them and movies and stuff, movie theaters, so you can be a dick even when the world's ending. Fucking hot, man. So I was up all night writing that column, and I drank coffee in the middle of the night. I listened to the band Bread on my fucking little teeny speaker that looked really big on Amazon when I bought it, and then it came in the mail and it was about the size of a fucking quarter. It sounds like shit. And then I couldn't sleep. And so then I was up till 6 o'clock in the morning, and then I tried to be awake at like noon, and then I couldn't do it. And then I took a nap, and now this is me. So welcome to Cold Brew Got Me Like. So I haven't had any coffee all day, so this is going to be exciting. So anyway, first I want to thank Aunt Kath, if she's in the chat here, Kate, for sending me this fucking coffee. I got coffee from Chicago called I forget what the name of the company is, but it came in a little zip-up cooler. The ice packs were melted by the time I got it, but I give them an A for effort. It's tough times. So I got this, and they got this crazy drawings all over it. It's called chocolate. I can't read it. What does it say? Chocolate clam? Certainly doesn't say that. What does it say? Chocolate? I don't know. Chocolate cold brew. But it's fucking powerful stuff, and it's in this little can. Okay. Now you're probably wondering where Greg is. Greg is in South Carolina with my family. So it's just fucking me. So you guys are fucked. But we're going to talk today about, I don't know what. You guys can talk to me about the Daily Zeitgeist. It was a lot of fun. Thank you all for being on there. That was so great. I had so much fun. Nearly getting canceled because I said that we needed 9/11, which I immediately was extremely apologetic for. But it was, other than that, I did a good job, I thought. The reason I said we needed 9/11 is because they showed a picture of Matt Stone and Trey, whatever his name is, those guys who make South Park, wearing drag at like the 1999 Video Music Awards, and whatever the other guy was. It was like right around the time I talked a bunch about this time I saw Tara Reid and Carson Daly in the late 90s, like hanging out at the Playboy Mansion. And she was saying how she liked, Tara Reid was saying how she liked Hugh Hefner because he reminded her of the Jay-Z song Big Pimpin'. She said, oh yeah, he's like Big Pimpin', spending cheese. And then everyone laughed. And so I was just saying, like, that not that we needed 9/11, because that sounds fucking barbaric, but I mean, like, there's this way of like culture starts getting like completely decadent, and then something horrible happens and people remember that they're mortal, which is what's happening with this coronavirus. And, the problem with 9/11 was sudden and short. This is long, and people can't deal with thinking about mortality in America for like a long time. And then they just freak out and start saying that whatever, they're not going to wear a mask because it's like the Holocaust, and so anyway, that was the point. But it was also just it's a live show, and I got to see the chat go crazy and say, after I said that about 9/11, canceled was what was on the screen, and it's very interesting to be in this landscape where you get immediate feedback while you're performing. I've talked about it, I think, on this show. It's an absolute nightmare. I mean, there's no time in showbiz history. I mean, you get booed, but you didn't get specific notes on your performance while it was happening. I mean, that's a recipe for paranoia, and I don't think paranoid people make very good art necessarily. Like if you say, let's say there was a chat room watching Van Gogh paint Starry Night, I think that thing would have ended up having like a rabbit and a top hat in the painting, because the crowd would be like, it doesn't look like a real sky, you know. And he would have like, oh yeah, I guess it doesn't. And then he would have made it a regular sky. It would have ended up looking like a paint by number if there was a fucking chat room criticizing every artist. Great art. Sistine Chapel would just be a bunch of pictures of dogs. Playing cards and stuff because the chat room was like, this is boring. I don't want to see any more naked babies flying around with wings. Is that what the Sistine Chapel looks like? I can't remember. It's got to be. They call those baby angels Putti, don't they? Putti? Am I asking the wrong people? I was an art history major. I didn't go to class or anything, and I got drunk the whole time. But oh, and that's connected to fake it till you make it, because like when I was growing up, they kept saying like when you get to college, they're not going to tolerate this kind of work. Like they're going to get real. Like in grade school, they're like, hey, you can hand us this piece of shit essay now, but when you get to high school, they're not going to tolerate this shit. And then when you're in high school, you still hand in piece of shit essays, and they're like, listen, you better get your shit together because in college they don't fuck around. They'll give you an F for this shit, but they never do. If you're if I was a white person from Fairfield County, they fucking give you good grades for shit work all the way through, and then next thing you know, you're a goddamn senator. I mean, grade inflation is a big problem. White people are constantly giving each other B's for F level work, and that's why we have the Congress we have, because they all have degrees, that they don't deserve because they're pretty much like 8-year-olds. I'm thinking about Madison Cawthorn. Madison Cawthorn, man. His parents created a monster by naming him Madison Cawthorn. I mean, he had to be a dick. Okay, so this is the introduction to the show, and Greg's not here, so I feel like very lonely, and I'm going to have more coffee. God damn it. What else was I got to talk about today? How are you guys doing in the Power Directors chat room? The Gimlins, the hot storks. How are you guys doing? Because we've had some. I mean, I don't know what bad news has been dumped on us lately that we can't do anything about. The Afghanistan withdrawal. What other shitty? What's in the news today that that's supposed to ruin our day? And I'm not saying that. Fucking god damn it. I don't know why I'm talking about this shit, but this clickbait model for news, it's bad. People click on bad news, not good news. They don't click on like it's a sunny day. No one's gonna click on that. But if they say you're gonna get you can get some kind of swamp cancer from a bug, you'll fucking click on that. You know what I mean? I mean, clickbait news is designed just to horrify you over and over again, because you'll never click on like everything's going well. No one wants to click on that. They're only going to click on, like there's a 90% chance a wasp will eat your face while you're asleep. There's a new kind of wasp. Or I mean, it's just a rough model for waking up in the morning, getting a big stack of bad news. Like horrible news, the more horrible, the best. You're more likely to click on the most imminent threat. So, like, eventually they'll just be like, "There's someone outside your window," and you click on that, and then it's an ad. Okay, we done? I don't think I could do this show by myself.
The chat's saying that there was some pretty horrible things coming out of Texas and a hurricane. So.
Oh, yeah. Oh, did you say that out loud on the show,
Yes,
Eric?
sir.
Oh, good, because, yeah, I need you, Eric, today because Greg's not here, so I'm all by myself. My glasses keep getting steamed up. There's nothing that makes a guy look older than, first of all, being old, and then second of all, having steamed up glasses. It just sort of makes you feel bad for anybody. Oh, excuse me. Ugh. Um, oh, old guy has steamed up glasses. Oh yeah, that fucking Texas stuff is insane, but fucking Texas. I mean, fuck Texas. I mean, Texas is full of. It's like another country. I mean, it's just some country where there's a bunch of. They think it's 1950. They dress like it's 1950. They're all crazy. I mean, I understand there's like Austin there, and I like Austin fine, but it's like definitely if there's going to be like a splitting up of the United States into countries, like I'm fine with Texas being a country. They can have. I know I'm making people mad because I have friends in Texas, but I mean, in general, Texas thinks they're another country already. They think they think they're on the old frontier or something. I don't know why. They're like on the frontier, we don't allow abortions. I don't. It makes no sense. But it does make sense, of course, because are men. It's all male. It's all patriarchy shit. These people don't care about babies. As soon as babies are born, they don't even they don't want to give them any food. They say cut back on what they call babies welfare queens. I mean, this is absurd. They don't care about babies at all. They care about about fake morality and white supremacy and male dominated. I mean, where are men in this equation? They make it seem like women get pregnant by themselves. I mean, that's the most amazing thing about this whole abortion argument is they actually act like women are the ones who are just spontaneously and recklessly getting pregnant with no participation of anyone else. It's kind of reminds me of when I'm in a 12-step meeting and the guys talk about their ex-wives as if they never married them. They're just like, "Oh man, my ex-wife." You mean the woman you were in love with that you presumably asked to marry you? Or they act like ex-wives are just this pre-existing person or something. Like here comes an ex-wife, like it's a kind of person instead of a person that you asked to marry you. Like men do not take responsibility for shit. And they, of course, the really historic thing is that men don't want women to be able to have sex with a bunch of people because they're fucking jealous maniacs. That's really at the heart of it. But the thing that makes me the maddest is these Texas people, like as soon as they're done saving all the babies, are just like all the babies can fuck off. Every man for himself. That baby just didn't do enough work to get oatmeal or whatever is the next thing out of their mouth. It's horrible. But I will say that there was probably a time where you could be in a nice part of the country where people weren't fucking barbaric and you wouldn't know anything about Texas, or you certainly wouldn't hear about it 400 different times a day on Twitter. You would just hear about it once at night in the newspaper and you would say, "Oh, that sucks for Texas." I'm not saying I know this is a big deal because I know that outlawing abortion is disgraceful. I mean, however you feel about abortion, abortion is going to happen, and it's going to happen unsafely. So, uh, it's just a recipe for it's just a way to abuse women. I mean, it's just like, yeah, have an abortion in a back alley. It's your fault, as if there's no man involved at all. Like, it's a disgrace. But I mean, I'm just saying that fuck, there's a disgrace happening every minute of every day, and to have them all listed every day and then to try. No wonder everybody drinks cold brew and energy drinks and shit. You got to forget this stuff somehow. you know I mean, I see businessmen, like just regular like insurance salesmen and stuff, getting like two Monster energy drinks in the morning. Like they're wearing khakis and like about to go to the office, and there's so much news they need to forget about. They're drinking fucking enough caffeine to launch a submarine, or I don't know what. I don't know if caffeine ever has launched a submarine, but you know what I mean? These guys are getting fired up to do nothing. America's like completely, in order to counteract the depressive effect of seeing a stack of every bit of bad news from every corner of the fucking globe, they have to drink 900 ounces of taurine just to like keep from killing themselves at their DMV job. I mean, it's amazing how much caffeine Americans are on it in order to counteract this horror show that we call the media. That's really just trying to sell tents and flashlights and bunkers and stuff. Okay. So how are you guys doing? I had such a nice time on the show last week. Um, I'm trying to think about what else is going on. I mean, I had a crappy day today. Um, uh, I still don't know exactly how to proceed as far as the virus. Like I'm not sure. Like it seems like the safest thing to do is to stay home in my house. Uh, I made a joke and I kind of was thinking like in that Advice King column when I was asked, should I go to a doomsday bunker? It's like I feel like I've been in a doomsday bunker. Um, like I feel like it's a very similar thing. Like you just watch. If I had a doomsday bunker, I would just want YouTube and coffee and some friends on the old hot stork chat. So I mean, we're kind of in. I mean, as far as the end times goes, we're gonna have more fun than your average apocalypse. Let's just say that the dinosaurs didn't get to watch YouTube before the lights went out. Uh, our bunkers are going to be, a little more fun because we got until the internet gets turned off, and then people just give up. They just run nude through the streets. But what else? I guess we'll get to what we were gonna watch today. You guys want to watch some videos? You want to watch this stupid fucking video? What else? Anybody got a question for me? Like, why are you doing this show by yourself? You suck. Anybody got got a question like that? What does it say? Oh yeah, we need more sound effects.
Matt's not a bad name. Said
What does
there
that
was
say?
someone outside his window, so I was just checking in to make sure he's good. I
Who?
don't know. Somebody named
What?
Matt's not a bad name.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's
on the thing.
chat.
Oh yeah, you good? You all right, man?
I was just worried.
You don't suck. Oh, that's nice. Thank you, Alicia. Alicia Seabury. That's not a real last name, but she sent me. I was gonna wear a Langhorne Slim shirt that she sent me, but I got too hot. I got so sweaty on the way into this, setting up this fucking bunch of wires I gotta set up that I had to change my shirt. It's fucking hot. It's not even that hot. It's just like, when you write your column all night and then you wake up and then you go back to bed and then you wake up and then you run around your house and yeah. So anyway, I thought this maybe me being a basket case would make this show like funny or something, but I'm not sure. I'd feel like I'm just sort of distracted or something, or maybe just we need to get this video. So let's watch the video. What the heck? Here's what I was trying to do. Okay. I tried to look right before this show. So I woke up from my nap at like 4:30, and then I spent an hour trying to find a funny coffee review, like somebody reviewing coffee, kind of like our pal Spurgeon Settings.
It's Texas where I am.
But no one can top him. No one can top Spurgeon, it turns out. He is kind of the funniest. His cold brew review is like one of the best. The rest of them are just fucking basic white people, just like, once again, this does tie into what I was talking about, the sort of fake it till you make it thing. These people have no qualifications to discuss coffee, but it doesn't stop them from doing it for 6 minutes on a video, and then like a bunch of other basic white people fucking watch it. So all these goddamn coffee review videos on YouTube, no matter how miserable they are, and no matter how they're just some fat-headed white guy who's like, it's good coffee, it's really good. I mean, I guess I would say it's good. And saying that for 6 minutes and then throwing in a bunch of stuff about his life, how he's been busy. They all say like, oh, I've been busy. And like, I wish I put up more videos. Like that's supposed to be entertaining. But they have a ton of views on them. So these fucking people. So I just decided today, here's what the show's going to be. First part's going to be us having technical difficulties and then me talking about how hot I am and how late I stayed up. And then the second part is going to be me. I'm going to do a coffee review because look at, I don't know if you guys have seen, but I did some Advice King videos a few years back. I recommend them. They're really funny, but they still only have like 3,000 views on them. These motherfuckers, like some numbskull sits in their car and says, I like the new Starbucks pumpkin spice latte. And that has like 10,000 views on it. And it's called like Brittany's Crazy Coffee Channel. It's nuts. So anyway, I don't understand. There's so many things about this, actually. While I was looking for a funny coffee review video, I was looking for one with low views because I don't want a copyright claim from Brittany's Crazy Coffee or whatever, because she's got a lot of subscribers, because a lot of these people have 10,000 subscribers. To hear them just say over and over again, this is good. It's really good. The latest thing from Starbucks is good. Like, there's people who watch that, which is just a testament to the fact that a lot of people are not very smart. But that's depressing to me, that there are so many people like running an economy of dummies saying things are good that are just corporate pieces of shit. I mean, there's just dummies telling other dummies that things that they all already agree are good, and they're watching it. It's like an echo chamber of basic people. It's the kind of people who wear those sweatpants that say juicy on them. That might be dated. Maybe they say, are there sweatpants that say pink on them? I can't remember which is what. What do sweatpants on basic people say these days on the butt? Anybody know? Seriously, is it juicy or pink? Or is there not? Does it not rosé all day? Are there any kind of sweatpants that say rosé all day on the butt? Anyway, or like wine mom, whatever. It's that kind of shit. Like, I like wine. Did you say that on the show? Holy fuck, Eric. Turn your mic off, please. Oh fuck. Okay. This is why Greg needs to come back. Greg, help. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding around. But I don't think, that's like, I'm not talking about insurrection basic. I'm not talking about evil basic. I'm just talking about regular basic. I'm not talking about fascist basic. That's a whole nother kind. Actually, I think the guy talking about this fucking coffee that we're going to look at today might be fascist basic. There was one guy, he was reviewing Black Rifle coffee. Do you guys know what that is? That's like the right-wing coffee, like the insurrectionist coffee. It's like marketed to aspiring mercenaries. Like, it's like,
we are.
It's insane.
So
it's called, we can watch it next week, but I was too depressing to watch because the guy's like, it's for guys that want to demonstrate that they're violent through everything they use. Like, this coffee, it's just coffee, but it has like pictures of AK-47s on it. And one of the things is called like silencer grind. There's like sniper's nest. Like, but there's just coffee. It's just like coffee with like a swastika on it, basically. I mean, it doesn't, what does coffee have to do with, coffee is not politically anyway aligned, but these people want to demonstrate that they're angry through everything. Anyway, I'm getting off track. The point is that there's a whole economy going on of people who are just totally not smart, just talking shit on YouTube about everything. And it's like, somehow they got more views than my Advice King videos, which are actually fucking funny. So anyway, I thought I would look up some coffee reviews, and I thought there'd be a few. I didn't realize that there's an entire subset of this economy of like middle-class people who are simultaneously want to overthrow the government, but when they don't want to overthrow the government, they review coffee in their fucking nice kitchen. It's just so confusing that this country's so dissatisfied with basically everything. It's someone standing in their kitchen reviewing coffee that costs a fair amount of money a bag, but for some reason they want their coffee to say like, no, I don't take any shit. Like sniper's nest coffee, Black Rifle coffee, silencer grind. Anyway, the archaeologists are going to have so much fun pulling apart this period in history. We are seriously going to look like the biggest bunch of idiots that have ever lived. I mean, people complaining how they want to overthrow the government while they're simultaneously more comfortable than any other people in the history of the world. They're standing in a kitchen like rabbit slippers, talking about overthrowing the government because they can't take it anymore. Because they like have to wear a mask. They're like, I've had it. Nobody puts baby in the corner. I think that most of this is because of Dirty Dancing. I think nobody puts Baby in the Corner had more of a cultural impact than people talk about. I feel like most American men feel like Jennifer Grey, and they're looking for their big daddy, Patrick Swayze, to say nobody puts, insert men's name here. You know what I mean? Nobody puts Rod in the corner. Nobody puts Blue Lives in the corner. It's like it's a sort of a it's sort of like they're sad. They're just sad. They're like, nobody pays attention to me. But they don't understand that everybody's getting more attention than they've ever gotten. And that's just making them want more attention. In the old days, no one got any attention. You just fucking drank your fucking coffee and then died in a bonnet. You wore a bonnet and you fucking cut some wood and then you fucking died. And now people are mad that they're not getting as many views on their fucking, they're so mad they're not getting enough views that they want to fucking take over the government so they can get a bigger kitchen. I mean, it's insanity anyway. I just can't, it's just incredibly disappointing. And seriously, archaeologists are going to have a ball with us. They're going to call us the pavers. Like they're going to call us the pavers because as soon as the car got invented, we flattened the whole earth so we could roll around on it. So they're going to call us the pavers because it's becoming pretty clear pretty fast that was a mistake to turn the entire world into a surface. Our stupid electric carts, anyway, we invented these motorized carts, so we flattened the whole earth to make it so we could roll around on them, not foreseeing that maybe we wouldn't use them at some point, and then we might want our earth back. But no, it's too late. We already fucking paved the whole thing. So we'll be known as the pavers. We also will be known as the picture takers. I mean, obviously. I mean, there has never been anybody who's ever taken as many pictures of themselves or other objects than our fucking, I mean, people are going to be like, why didn't they just fucking interact with the thing? Like the flower, why did they take a picture of it? Like in the future. Anyway, we're going to be the funniest fucking class. Like in the future, like when there's a history class, our course will be the funniest one. People will want to take it because there's going to be laughter coming all the way down the hallway. You'll hear laughing coming out of that classroom for miles when they get to the part about influencers. And how everybody who had like a fucking nice house tried to overthrow the government because they, I don't know, didn't have enough views on their YouTube channel. Okay.
Cold brew got me like.
Excuse me. This coffee, in case you didn't realize. This coffee works. Coffee works. Do you see what's happened to me from the beginning of the show to now? The beginning of the show, I was mopping my brow. I was talking about sweat. Now I'm explaining the world. Okay. So we're going to watch this fucking clown talk about coffee. He's a big guy. I hope he doesn't find me because he's going to murder me. This is the other thing. I'm afraid these channels actually have enough viewers that I'm afraid they're going to launch a copyright claim and then this can't go on YouTube. But next thing you know, I'll have this guy emailing me saying he wants to choke me out because I'm, because I'm he wants to own the libs by having, copyright infringement. The libs are, I don't even know what I'm saying now. Okay. So let's
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another great episode of Hillbilly Select Reviews. This is one of my coffee reviews. I do tea, liquor, wine, beer, and coffee. Today's going to be coffee. Now, I did coffee.
Pause it right now, please. Why is he so fucking cocky about that? Who gives a fuck? You do all those things? Who cares? Why are you saying it like you just invented something? Look at the confidence on this man. What a goon. I do reviews of all kinds of things that I eat. All right. And look at the backdrop. Wow. He really went all out to make this channel. Anyway, I just can't believe how cocky these people are. Yeah, great. Okay. Somewhere his wife's just like fucking wants to fucking murder him. All right, so let's watch this guy again. Sorry, I just can't believe. Let's roll it back because I just love how proud this guy is of saying like I review everything, liquor, beer, liquids. Like, well, okay, well, why are you saying it like you? Look at look at that guy's face. That is a man who is a hair's breadth away from storming the Capitol. If he stubs his toe, he's headed for the Capitol.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another great episode of Hillbilly Select Reviews. This is one of my coffee reviews. I do tea, liquor, wine, beer, and coffee. Today's going to be coffee.
Oh,
now, I
boy,
do coffee reviews every week. Every Sunday I post them.
Oh, wow.
And I posted one, and my friend
every
Ghost
Sunday.
Cobb, he has a pipe show on YouTube. Check him out. Ghost Cobb, C-O-B. He asked me to do a 8 o'clock coffee. It must be his favorite. He's always drinking coffee with his pipe. And so...
so far, you haven't said anything good.
I have done it for you there, Mr. Ghost Cobb.
How about you
plan on
speed it
visiting
up?
him, hopefully, if I go to see he's up in Pennsylvania, Gettysburg. If I see a Pittsburgh game, I may be able to get in touch with him. We can do a video together. It'd be fun. So I'm still planning on doing that.
Oh, that's great content.
So 8 o'clock coffee. What's going on with it? Introduced in
good. You're planning on doing that, huh? That's cool. What else you want to talk about your schedule? What else do you do?
And they didn't know what the name of their coffee, so they did a survey.
Oh,
and
yeah.
They discovered that most people drank coffee back in 1859 at 8 in the morning and 8.
Okay, can you pause it for a second? Okay, so the thing these people do, and I do it too. I understand that I'm like, kind of like, I just told you about my day. So I'm not, I just told you about my day earlier, like how I took a nap and stuff. So I understand that I'm kind of making fun of myself in some ways. But this guy, Wikipedia, 8 o'clock coffee. He's got some other guy who he's friends with who has a pipe channel. So there's like a whole network of these basic, overconfident people who think people want to know about, who are just so cocky. I mean, like, what is imagine being this guy's kid. I can't imagine what he would say to you, like when he was trying to explain. Anyway, he has a narcissistic vibe. Let's put it that way. So he Wikipedia'd 8 o'clock coffee, and he's about to tell us the history of 8 o'clock coffee in front of his backdrop, which is like, I don't know what that is. What is that? Anybody know? What is that? What's he sitting in front of? Fucking, what is that? Who cares? Doesn't matter. It's not very nice. It's not very nice. It's not very nice. Whatever it is, I don't know what it is, but it is not very nice. So let's watch this guy again overconfidently read us a Wikipedia entry as if he fucking is telling us something really important.
Two most popular times: 8 in the morning, 8 at night, 8 o'clock coffee. Very simple. 1930s, it was the most popular coffee in the United States of America. They have the plant.
Who cares?
They have sold it. Okay, A&P doesn't own it anymore. Now there's a company that it's a subsidiary, but the company is 8 o'clock Coffee Company, and production plant is in Landover, Maryland. So.
Oh, good.
This.
Yeah. So.
Let me show you. Here it is. Look at that. I did it in French press for you, buddy.
So fucking condescending.
Creamy top.
For what?
Creamy head. Press this down.
Creamy
nice.
top. Yeah. Oh, it presses down nice. Fuck. Okay, and he's also a sex creep or something. What the fuck was that? Why did he stick his tongue out?
Life doesn't get any better than this. All right, here it is. Let's take a peek at it.
He said life doesn't get any better.
Can you see it?
Okay, roll it back again. I just want to see him do that weird shit he did when he pushed down the fucking French press plunger, as if he was like Columbus discovering America or something. This guy is he's so cocky. He's like, so that's where the production was. They made the stuff. Okay, like, okay, what? Why are you such a dick? Why don't you be nice? Why do you think you're fucking in a Godfather movie? All right, I gotta calm down. You got. I know this is a different kind of show because Greg's not here. Greg would have already told me to shut up. Let me see this sex guy. Fucking, ooh, yummy. Oh yeah. Ooh, look, nice eyebrow action. Now you get a chase to fucking his poor wife. His poor wife.
All right, here it is. Let's take a peek at it.
All right, take it back again. So I talked over it again.
Coffee. Life doesn't get any better than this.
Here we go.
Buddy.
Oh yeah, take it back because he says life doesn't get any better than him. But this is the thing. Okay, real quick. This is the thing with this. These people don't know what they're talking about, and that does not faze them at all. He just calls the stuff at the top of the coffee, which I think is called, well, I don't even know, on 8 o'clock coffee is like you know, I don't know where they grow it, but it's like probably multiple sources. There's nothing special about it. You know, he says the creamy stuff at the top, you know, I don't know what that is. He doesn't know what it is either. And look at the way he's eyeballing that fucking coffee plunger. Looks like he wants to fucking fuck it. Look at that. What kind of look is that? He hasn't even had coffee yet. Imagine what his eyes will do after that. Okay. Anyway, go ahead.
Right, press this down real nice. Sunday morning, got a beautiful French press full of coffee. Life doesn't get any better than this. All right, here it is. Let's take a peek at it. All right, can you see it? I got the original.
Yeah, we can see
now,
it.
When I started doing some research on it at the store, I saw that they had different blends. This is the original. Sweet, fruity, and well-balanced. Medium roast, 100% Arabica beans. Gives you some brewing instructions, our story, the original, the oldest recipe, and most iconic roast. From Latin America to East Africa, the master roasters carefully searched the world for premium 100% Arabica beans. Medium roasted to deliver sweet and fruity notes with a well-balanced finish. Okay. Ingredients, 100% Arabica coffee. So I'm looking at the coffees, and I saw a couple at the grocery store, but I thought the original would be the one to get. And I see they have like a United States series. And like each state, not every state, but a lot of states, they'll pick what they're known for. Like Hawaii, they have like a coconut flavored coffee. And California, I believe, was almond. And Michigan, of course, was Michigan cherry. And I thought, damn. And I tried to look and see if they had a sampler set, and I didn't see it because I got all excited. I thought that would be a fun series to do for you all.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it, please. Okay, so this person is a moron. He got excited at the grocery store because he saw that a bunch of coffees had different flavors. And he also knows something about Michigan cherries. And here's the thing. All this stuff came from his dad. For some reason, this guy's dad, who was probably just as overconfident as overconfident and narcissistic as this man, raised him talking about bullshit like Michigan cherries and original blends and all this kind of bullshit. And this guy doesn't know anything. He doesn't know anything at all. He's just confident. His dad taught him not to take any shit and also simultaneously not really know anything at all, except for like Michigan has a cherry. And then he's like, I'm qualified as a white man to fucking just start talking. And that's what he did. He started talking. He's reading the package. He's shoving the package in the fucking camera. He's making sex faces. This is entitlement, unfortunately. This is entitlement. Entitlement is doing a show with absolutely no shame. In fact, not just shame, but actually kind of cocky and having nothing but you're reading a package you're reading a coffee bag. You're reading a coffee bag on a show and you're acting like Robert De Niro. This is what's wrong. This man should have chopped wood, kept to himself. If this was the 16th century, the only person who would have heard this kind of shit is his son, and his son would not have liked this man. And he'd end up in a therapist if they had therapists in the 1600s. I don't think they did. I think you just had to like jump in a bog. But anyway, this is stuff you're supposed to be saying to your kids, and your kids are supposed to hate you, not on a TV show. And this guy should have chopped wood, said this shit to his kids, and then passed away. That's how this is. He wasn't ever supposed to have a platform. And that's what's going to be funny about our generation, or our, for historians to look at it. It'll be just like unqualified people who have just, been given this opportunity to share what they have to offer, which in this case is absolutely nothing. So let's roll them. And then I'm going to do one of these. My idea was to do a mock version of this myself, which I may or may not do, but we'll keep going because I want to hear this guy's descriptors of the coffee, because as you're going to hear the same way he described, like, he's going to push down the French press real nice. I don't know what that means. There's only one way to press down a French press, and you can't do it nicely or not nicely. It's just a fucking plunger. And he says a bunch of stuff like that. So I want to hear his flavor notes, because they're going to be great.
But They had one from Florida. I can't remember what fruit that was. Anyway. I don't know why the hell I even said that, but it sounded interesting. Let's get on with this. All right, so let's smell the 8 o'clock. Oh, by the way, this I said
It's your world, buddy. We just live
for 12 ounces. So it's a nice, inexpensive coffee. I can smell it for the rest of my life. Sticking your nose in a coffee bag. There ain't a whole lot better than that.
Okay, you gotta, okay, pause it. Eric, we have to have a soundbite of him saying sticking your nose in a coffee bag. It doesn't get much better than that. Oh, God, this guy's like sexually attracted to cheap coffee.
Done.
Oh, and he also doesn't know how does he not know what fruit the Florida? He knows about Michigan cherries, but nothing about Florida. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's orange flavored coffee. All right, go ahead.
Just that beautiful smell, that rich smell of coffee. It's just, I love it. All right. Let's go, folks.
Smell of coffee.
You've been waiting.
You couldn't even think of a...
Listen to that.
Listen
to that.
Okay, this is like ASMR. Is this ASMR? Or AMSR? Okay. I never watched it. I didn't watch too much of this. I didn't watch the whole fucking thing. I skipped around, so I didn't know he had like a...
This isn't everyday coffee. If you...
Full sex?
If you drink your coffee
this is
black...
like too hot for TV.
Black, drink anything black.
This is like OnlyFans.
But if you mix coffee, you put sugar, you put some type of artificial sweetener in it, honey, cream, which I always do, flavored creamers. You don't need to spend a lot of money on coffee. You need a little strong. You could brew it a little stronger. Any coffee could be brewed a little stronger. I use this thing here. I let it seep for...
Tell me more, dum-dum.
You can let it seep for 5 minutes. You can grind it. You're supposed to have kind of...
Really?
Or you can use more coffee. Or you could put a finer ground. All those things I've played with, all of them. Maybe I'll do videos on them sometime. Anyway, you can make any coffee as strong as you want to make it. Depending if you want that to shine through.
Because it's America.
To your coffee. But if you drink it black, then I suggest sometimes you do some light roast. You're going to get a fruity, vegetative flavor that gets hidden real easy if you put anything in it. So if you get a light roast...
Okay, vegetative is not what you meant.
Try it with nothing in it at least. And remember, the darker the roast, the least acid's in there.
A vegetative flavor would mean the flavor that you get when you're in a coma. He meant vegetal.
All right. So, depending on how fresh it is at the store, and you get whole bean and grind it still in, and how you prepare it.
Fuck.
Drip, percolator, French press. You can do each one. Everybody's going to have a different... Okay? But the way I
there
did
he goes
it,
threatening us again. Okay. What? Why am I a dummy? Because what? Because
what I'm looking for is bitterness. Too much bitterness. Coffee's bitter, but I don't like too much bitterness or too much acid. So it's a medium roast.
Okay. Pause it. All right, we don't have to watch any more of it. I get it. Okay, so this guy's like an 8-year-old, pretty much. This is when an 8-year-old. This is when an 8-year-old sees The Godfather and then gets all B's on work that's supposed to be an F. And you think I'm kidding about that? We'll go into it a little more sometime. You guys are all like, please don't. But when I went to college, I went to this college that was supposed to be this really great college, and I went to college with Tucker Carlson, and I one night I went to get my test back, and they leave all the booklets for all the tests out on a table. And I went through the other tests because I was just interested to see how the other people wrote or what I was competing against. And I was stunned at the level of work that was being done by these future senators and future fucking pundits like Tucker Carlson. I mean, they were doing work on seriously a 5th or 6th grade level, and they were getting college degrees for it. Because if you get a gang of rich kids together, their parents aren't going to let them get F's. So they just, at a certain point, the teachers are under enough pressure that they say, fuck it. But this is what you get. You get an 8-year-old who thinks people want to hear him talk about he just lists. He's not the only guy doing this. There's many, 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 many white men on these channels just talking about like listing, like he's like, you can put a bunch of stuff in coffee. Like, okay, not only is that completely obvious that you can put stuff in coffee, but then they don't stop there. They'll give you a list of what you can put in coffee. Like, they'll just start listing shit, like shit that's like you could that anybody knows about. 8-year-olds know about. Oh, you can put creamer in it, you can put sugar in it, you can put artificial sweetener in it, you can put honey in it, you can put anything you want in it. But you're supposed to grow up and talk about, you're not supposed to list publicly available products as a television show. Uh, I'm just incredibly disappointed. I'm disappointed in this man's channel. I'm disappointed in how many views this guy has. I'm disappointed that he's probably going to level a copyright claim at me, and I'm probably going to get served papers by a lawyer by this guy. Who knows? This guy might be a big celebrity. Him and his friend, the pipe guy, that he hopes to go visit. That's the other thing. These guys all talk about their schedule like it's important to us. Okay, so now I'm going to do. It's so dark in here. I'm gonna do a coffee commercial. Let's check in with the chat real quick and see how everybody's doing. And Eric, how are you doing? Say something.
Fair.
Fair. Fair. Oh God. I think you spoke for all of us right then. How's everybody doing in the chat over there? Everybody doing good? Where the fuck is Greg? Yeah. That's a good good question. He's on vacation. He's in South Carolina with my mom and dad. And my sister and her husband. So they're all in South Carolina. I don't know what they're doing there. But my dad hasn't been out of the house on vacation in quite a while, so it's probably pretty exciting for him.
Cold brew got me like.
Okay, so now I'm going to do a fake. Did anybody say anything in the chat that was like, that I need to know? Eric, do you see anything? I can't see. No? Nothing? Okay. Oh, I can see now. Okay. Oh, there's Fast Break Breakfast. I know who that is. That's fucking John Burr, isn't it?
I believe so.
Remember John Burr? You guys remember Power Directors, Hot Storks? Remember John Burr, who started this show basically and then bowed out because all he really wanted was this show so he could watch it. He didn't really want to, he just wanted to have this show back on the air. Anyway, hi John. Greg is in South Carolina. Okay, so are you guys ready for this? This is like, I don't really feel like doing this. That's why I keep saying it and not doing it. But I'm gonna do a fake blog. I'm a guy like that guy. And I'm gonna review this cold brew I'm drinking right now, which is Califia cold brew. Now I should have, if I was doing this right, I would have had a Wikipedia up about Califia cold brew. But so I'm gonna do a fake YouTube channel, and I'm thinking that maybe I should just change this show to shitty coffee reviews because they get more views than fucking anything I do. So I'm gonna, maybe from now on, I'm just gonna, because people like reviews, I guess. I don't know. So I'm just gonna say this is a unboxing. People watch unboxing videos. I mean, you've got to cater to the audience, and if America's full of morons, then I guess I'm willing to do it. So from now on, I'm just gonna be unboxing and reviewing things by saying they're very good and you can get them. That's the review. That's the basic. These people do these things. They're like, this is something you can get and it's good. You get it at a store. Also, I've been slacking on my videos lately, so I'll try and put up some more. The end. 10,000 views. And then I do a sophisticated takedown of American culture. Okay, so here we go. I'm doing a review. Okay. Welcome to, here we go. Oh, thank you, says teacher. What can you put in the cold brew? What a great question. You can put almost anything in the cold brew. You can put sugar or milk or cream or heavy cream or half and half or 2% milk, or you can put sugar in it. Did I say sugar already? I don't know. You know what I mean. You got to get cocky too. You know what I mean. Huh? You know, stuff they got. What do you want from me? Okay, so here we go. Hi, my name is Rod, and this is Rod's Crazy Coffee Channel. And today I'm gonna review some coffee that's made from a store. Okay? Wait a minute, let me start again. I don't like that character. I didn't like that guy at all. I want to be more likable than that. Hi, my name's Chris, and I love coffee. Welcome to Chris's reviews of coffee, and I'm going to be doing this every day for the rest of eternity, or like until I die. I'll be making more than maybe one video, or maybe even more than one video, depending on my schedule. I mean, a lot of times I like to go visit my friend Dan in Pennsylvania, who has a rabbit farm. Who he sells rabbits to people. So sometimes I like to get up to see him. So hi Dan, if you're on, he has a channel also called Dan's Rabbit Farm, and you should check that out. He shows pictures of rabbits and talks about how he should visit some of his friends sometimes. He has a friend named Eric who lives in Boston, who also collects tea kettles, and he talks about it. He has a channel called Tea Kettle America, and you can also look at that. So anyway, I've been busy lately. I haven't done as many videos as I want. I like to put up 8 a day, but I haven't been doing as many. This is one called coffee. I'm doing coffee. I also do coffee. I do other foods you can get at the grocery store. I do vegetables or fruit or coffee or apple juice or sandwiches or bread or cereal, or sometimes I review plastic bags or any other thing you can get in a store or at a grocery store. So this today would be coffee. This is something I also like. I like coffee quite a bit. Coffee is good, I think. It's very good. Sometimes it's bitter, but you can add stuff to it, and then it's not bitter. And sometimes it has like a little creamy stuff on the top. This one does not. This one is called cold brew. It's a kind of coffee that's made from a special process where they make it, and there's nothing on top. You'll see that there's no, the usual foamy stuff when you go to Starbucks and there'll be like a little crusty part on the top. That's not on here, and that's why it's cold brewed. So anyway, I got this from a supermarket, and you can get it at supermarkets. Not every supermarket has it, but some do. I got this at Kroger, which is there's also called Ralph's on the West Coast, and there's other supermarkets. I mean, you can get this at Vons, and I mean, there's a whole bunch of supermarkets. I don't know if you guys know about supermarkets, but there's one called Vons, and there's one called Kroger, and there's one called Ralph's, and there's Grand Union, which is up in the Northeast. There's one called Grand Union. There's out here in California, they have one called Gelson's. But there's lots of grocery stores, and I enjoy grocery stores, and you should go into grocery stores. Most of them are air conditioned. I find that grocery stores are usually air conditioned. But anyway, back to coffee. So the coffee is it's wet, definitely wet. Most of the time it is wet because it does have water in it. I mean, if you like water, I mean, there's a way you can eat coffee, I would imagine, any way you want. You could probably put it on white bread if you wanted, and there's lots, or wheat bread. You can put it on wheat bread. You can put it on there's also something called, I've been to Subway. They have something called toasted. I'm going to do a review of 6-inch Subway sandwiches as well, and 12-inch. And whatever, if there's other lengths of Subway sandwiches, I'm going to do those too. But I have to find out what lengths there are. But I love Subway sandwiches, and I know that there's a lot of my friends who do too. My friend Brittany likes Subway sandwiches. She has her favorite cheese is provolone. So I'm going to take a taste of it now. I've already had a taste of it, but I'm going to taste it again. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yes. This is what coffee tastes like. This is like cold though, because it is cold brew and it has ice in it. Although the ice melts a little bit. Ice will melt. I put ice in something and then sometimes I get to it and drink it fast. And then the ice is still in the cup, but sometimes the ice melts down, but I like that too, because sometimes that adds more water to it. And then there's no, as I said, there's no of the, sometimes at Starbucks you get a little creamy, like crusty. That's not on this, but I like that. Some people like that. My friend John, who has a channel called Wheel. It's about wheels, and he takes pictures of wheels, and he's also on YouTube if you ever get a chance. But I'm sorry I haven't been doing as many videos as I did recently. But I've been very busy with also just stuff happening at church, and so here's this coffee is it's very good. I recommend cold brew coffee. It's classic coffee. It's watery and it's colored like a brown color. So anyway, next week I'll be back. If you guys, my name is Chris, and I have a channel.
It's Texas where I am.
and this is a channel I have. So, yeah, coffee. If you like coffee, you can have it. And if you don't like coffee, you don't have to have it. Thank you.
Cold brew got me like.
All right, that's the show. I hope you guys that was riveting. All right. Thank you guys. I will be back next week with Greg in tow. And this will be up on Friday on Spotify and on YouTube. And thank you guys so much for being here as always. And thank you for being there for the Daily Zeitgeist show last week. And thanks to Eric Wilson for being the tech director, and all of you for being here. Have a great week.
Hello, it's me.